I did want to make a couple of comments about body image. Mostly, what I wanted to talk about is that we worry, or I have in the past. It's maybe not as much as most people, but I have worried about how others perceive me, and a lot of women do, and we will kind of morph ourselves into what we think other people want to see. And we're going to be different. If we were all at whatever the perfect weight is, and I think it's going to be different for everyone, even at the same height, we'd have, pretty much variety. We will try to change ourselves and make ourselves more appealing or whatever, and I don't think that we're ever going to hit in our own minds what's okay unless we accept ourselves the way we are. And something reminded me of it last week. Someone said something about don't lose your curves, and it is such a compliment. And when they're saying that, they're saying you're beautiful or whatever, and they're being encouraging and stuff. But what I used to do is I would hear some kind of compliment, when I was still 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight, and I would just stop right there because I thought, okay, now they're pleased. The thing is, I didn't feel good. And to me, that is the goal, when you feel good about yourself. And that can happen, I know personally, at 253 pounds. It can happen at 190, and it can happen at 149. So that's just, it's an inside job. It's not about what my body looks like. I went through some stages in dealing with responses that I was getting. And one of them is that when I was very heavy, I was very much barrel shaped. So I didn't have curves. It's just kind of this round belly, bottom, and top, the whole thing. And I had, this and the floor neck and stuff. And so there were no contours to me. When I got down to about 220, between 220 and 190, I got very curvy. And I've talked before about losing inches in different places at different times. And what happened in that little span of my weight loss was I lost weight in my waist, and it went in. Now the top and the bottom were still out there. I still needed to lose. I was, at 220, I was 60 pounds overweight. So I still had a long way to go, and I was still very uncomfortable. My belly was still big. It's just that my bottom and my top were proportionately bigger. So I had the curve shape. And very often, I think that is what men notice. Once I got past 190, the top and the bottom got smaller. My waist didn't. And I was kind of straight again. And I think a lot of times women worry that they'll lose their curves, or that they will, they'll just look skinny or something. And I was not skinny at 185 by any means. I just, after first losing in my waist, I started losing in the top and bottom, and I was just kind of straight. And I am anyway, straight on from the front. I'm kind of, just barely curved. So right now, where I'm at right now, there's not a lot of curve if you look straight on. And I didn't pose for it in this video. It's just kind of not natural of me to, stand like a soldier straight on at you. There are, some things that you can do for the camera. Just turn a little bit to the side. Put one foot out in front of the other. I am someone who, baby, does not have back. And that's never, even at 253, there was nothing going on back there. What I can do is, just, turn to the side and put the foot closest out to them and sort of lean. We have a tendency to pull our hip back and put our shoulder up, and just shyness, and just don't. Just, let it down, toss your hip forward. You'll look fine. I can, make it look like I have curves that I do not really have because of that. You just know what to lean and what not to. And there's a few things too as far as your face. On a in photos, a lot of times we look in the mirror and we see one thing, but if someone goes to take our photo, very often what is very tempting to do, excuse me, and it's kind of this shyness or insecurity, or we get giddy or something, and just watch right here. I don't have any double chin showing, and what we do is we tilt our heads back, and there it is. And we look, get like chubby faces. That's not what my face looks like. I know I look in the mirror, I look like this, and that's just, that's me, that's who I am. Another thing is we do this, and that's not, well, I look 40 pounds heavier, and, well, and it's not, well, on me, it's gruesome. It's just horrible. So, roll your shoulders back and let them down. You've got a neck, hold it up, and I just pretend like my neck's growing and let my shoulders down. And just, when you go to smile, it's tempting, just let it down. Smile. So, and I practiced that a lot in America because it did not come easy to me. When someone aims a camera at me, my instinct is to go, don't shoot. So it took a lot anyway. But those are some things we can do just to look better and for the camera. But what I wanted to tell you about how others perceive us, when men look at our bodies, and right now I've got a muffin top. And I got about 10 pounds to lose, and that's where it's sitting. It's right there at my belly, a little on my back. That's exactly where it is. It's just, I've got rid of everything else. That's where it is. When men look at us, they do not go, oh my God, she's got belly hangover. I mean, it just does not go through their minds. I'm betting if it does, it's less than 1% of them that ever think something like that. What they're usually thinking, and you'd be surprised how many people actually do tell the truth. They're thinking about, it would feel good to have my arms around her. She's beautiful, or she's desirable, or just all kinds of really positive things. And a lot of times, I did this like 20 years ago when I learned split it, because you'll convince people that you're ugly if you're not careful. Even if you'll convince them any way that you think you are, and that's not attractive. And what I would do then, and a lot of women still do this, is if a man would say, gosh, you look great, or you're so beautiful, or you're hot, or whatever it is that they say, we'll say, yeah, my gut's hanging out over this, or I feel so fat, or something like that. And what you've done is you've just taken a compliment and trashed it. And they do a lot of times mean what they say. Yes, there can be ulterior motives, but that doesn't mean they don't think you're beautiful. And what I had to do was start trusting that I think I am, and I didn't for a long time. It's a whole other group of encyclopedias, but I really thought I was hideous. For many years, I thought it scared people probably to look at me. I really felt that ugly. And it took a whole lot of getting through a bunch of stuff like that. But I don't have insecurity about it now. To me, I am the most beautiful me that there is. And I would say the same to you, that exactly like you are, exactly where you are, at your goal weight, under, over. If you are 300 pounds or if you are 115 pounds, you are absolutely beautiful the way you are. And if someone compliments you, you take it. You don't call them a liar by pointing out, well, my butt's so big, or I wish I had this or that or something. You just take it. They're entitled to their opinion, and if they think you look beautiful, you do. A lot of times with me, it was my eyes that needed to lose a very negative attitude. It was not my body that needed to lose weight. So The more you can be gentle with yourself here and here, the more the rest of your body is going to follow suit. And, the more beautiful we are to ourselves in our own hearts, the body will follow. It's not even something that really needs a lot of worrying about. There are all kinds of diets out there. They will all work if you care about you. This one's just the easiest for me, and I am low carb. But anyway, I will end this. I know I'm going on a while. It's just been a while since I've done this, and I want you to know that I'm still here, and I still think of you all, and I appreciate all of you who watch the videos, and I hope that I can get this camera computer thing fixed. In the meantime, this light really helps, my skin look better. So I will talk to you soon. Please take care of you. Love you. Bye-bye.